Hey, and welcome to this edition of Office Hours with Lanora. Office Hours with Lanora is a series that I created to help individuals that are looking to learn about the requirements to becoming licensed as a real estate professional. I want to help you get that information. For those individuals that have already started a real estate course, my goal is to help you pass that course on a first attempt. And then third, for any individual that has already started a career in real estate, I would like to help you stay in the business. Okay. So today's episode of Office Hours with Lanora actually prepares us for the month of September. September in real estate land is Realtor Safety Month. So today, in preparation for the month of September, I wanted to provide some safety tips for those considering a career in real estate, as well as those that are actively practicing right now. I want to talk about certain tips related to technology, social media, and personal safety. Here's some things that I want you to know that I happen to read in a report by Agent Genius. Most attacks take place on Thursdays or Friday afternoons. Roughly 30% of attacks on realtors are, Roughly 30% of the attacks to realtors, the victims are men. So 70% of the victims in a real estate related attack are women. 30% of those are men. About half of the attacks involve a gun, and several attacks result in murder, even though robbery was the original intention. So keep those quick tips, keep those quick facts in your head as you're entering this career and as you're actively practicing in this career, because as this particular report that I read from, or took these statistics and facts from, it can happen to anyone. I've been in real estate 20 years, and I can definitely tell you some stories and some raised hair on the back of my neck moments that I've had as well. My goal is to share some things, whether it's personal, whether it's something to help you with your technology to keep it safe, or whether it's something to help you what you're doing every day on your social media. So let's take a quick look at those technology tips. I want you to invest in a vehicle safety app, something similar to like OnStar. I have OnStar in the car that I have right now. It's a click of a button. It has the navigation features. So if, in your profession as a real estate professional, you can type in an address to get you turn by turn to where you need to go. It also has that stolen vehicle assistance. So for example, if for whatever reason my vehicle is stolen, I have the app on my phone. I can track where my vehicle is, if it's moving, so on and so forth, where it may be. OnStar can disable my vehicle for me on my behalf just by calling them and proving my identity. It does have the emergency services, like to assist you with that one push. Even if you're unable to speak and you're in a crash, there is a detection system in place so that OnStar can reach out to you and say, hey, are you okay? Those sorts of things. I would invest in a vehicle safety app like OnStar as a real estate professional. I also want you to invest in a secure hotspot, because there sometimes you can be in areas where your cell phone reception is a little shaky. It's sketchy or limited, for lack of better words. I want you to also purchase an extra phone charger, or I thought I had one around here somewhere, an extra phone charger, or one of those travel batteries, which you should also make sure that you're charging, so that if you do run out of battery life or your phone should die, that extra charger or that travel battery, you just simply plug it and attach it to your phone. You got some more juice. I want you to promote security in your advertisements and your listings. So what I mean by that is, if you're at an open house, I want you to put a sign on the front door, lock the screen door, lock the deadbolt door so that if somebody comes up to ring that doorbell, I want the sign to be present to let them know that you will be checking identifications, government issued state or driver's license, FOID cards, those things with your picture, with your address, with phone numbers, not phone numbers, but identifiable information about you, and it must match. And you do not open that door until they provide you with that ID where you can see that this person looks like the same person that's on the ID. And then once they enter the home, I want you to keep some type of system in place where now you're collecting their name, the address that you found on that ID, email address, and phone number. Because now you're going to be using that as a contact or to put in your contact data management system for later. I also, while you're going into these properties that, keep in mind, you're going into properties that you're not familiar with. You can now purchase cameras. So you can have an actual detachable camera that you can put up for the time that you're in these properties, even if it's just a showing, especially for an open house. Put that camera up and have it as a recording feature. Make sure that you put a sign up to let the people that are coming in and out of that property that they are being recorded, because you got to have some permission or at least acknowledge that you're entering a premise that uses video surveillance. But you also can purchase prop cameras, which aren't recording anything, but it gives the illusion that this said person that's entering this property is being recorded. You never know. It might be the one thing to deter some trouble. So if somebody knows that their face is on a camera somewhere, they're more apt to not try you because they don't want to be recorded where it can be used against them later. Let's talk about some social media tips that I want you to take advantage of and to put in place. Because with the nature of the work that realtors do, you're likely to have those friends, followers, and connections to people who you don't know. They know you because they see your picture. They hear your voice. They know that you're sharing information about your journey in real estate. So they think they know you, and you get a lot of people that say, "Oh, you don't know me, Lanora?" Well, unfortunately, I don't know everybody, but if you know me from social media, then unfortunately, that's how I know you. So one way that you can make sure you're not revealing too much personal information on social media is simply by setting up a business account. Now, you're like, okay, Lanora, well, I already got an account on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I just want people to get to know me because with them getting to know me, they feel more comfortable around me. Yeah, you really want to rethink that. And the reason why I want you to have a business account is because it puts that divider in between personal stuff and business related stuff. I have two accounts. I have the Lanora RRES account, which is my business account. And then I have a personal account on Facebook and other social media platforms. What I want to share on my personal account does not cross over to my business account. Now, I'm not doing a whole lot of extra stuff on either of the accounts, but my children are on my personal account. I'd rather keep their lives because they didn't sign up for social media yet. That should be private, the things that I share about them. Your personal account stays protected. It stays private, protecting your family photos, the links about like your children's or your children or other family members, the dog, whomever, all of that stuff. Here's one thing that I'm noticing on social media that I am going to ask you to please stop if you're doing it. There is this trend that I like to call work hard, play hard. And it's where we're on, especially on Instagram. I noticed this trend where people are unboxing and unveiling and revealing to their followers all of their high ticket items or expensive purchases. Like, I got a new Gucci bag, or I just bought myself the latest Louis Vuittons, and you're just doing. The reason why you want to stop doing all of that on social media, in my opinion, is because you're inviting folks into your personal space. You're inviting people into your home. Oh, Lanora got a new Gucci bag. Oh, she keeps showing us these $2,000, $4,000, $5,000 purchases. Oh, she just paid $10,000 for a belt. Oh, she's making a lot of money. So now, because you have a personal and a professional platform, basically what you're showing people are, yes, I work hard and I can afford to purchase these things. And I'm not trying to keep my purchases private. I can show up and nobody's saying you can't buy this stuff for yourself, but we're in a recession right now. Times are hard for a lot of people, including your clients. So you're going to probably turn some people off with them saying, oh, she can afford all that. I can't afford to work with Lanora. So either you're going to prevent people from working with you, or you're going to attract the attention that you don't want. And now somebody could potentially follow you, or somebody could potentially follow you home and know where you live, thinking that you have a whole lot of money, because you could have a $15,000 bag and $2 in that bag. And now you're inviting the attention that you don't want, because think of all of the stars that are now having these various home invasions, because they're just bragging about all these things that they bought and these big closets that they have and these purchases that they made. Now you're inviting that trouble, and you don't want to do that. Let's talk about some personal safety tips. Oh, vacations too, really quick. I'm big on taking vacations. I'm big on sharing some of what I do on my vacations and everything, but not everybody can afford to go on a vacation. So sometimes a little taste of being humble and spreading that amongst folks to let them know that you're natural, you're human, you work hard, you want to play hard, but at the same time, keep some of those things off your business page. Put it on your personal page, but also be careful of your personal page. Personal safety tips. Again, giving out too much information can make you a target. Don't share your home address, period, point blank. You do not want to do that. You can say, I live in the suburbs, or I live in the northwest suburb, or I live in the state of. I would not share my personal home address of where I live. And the reason why you don't want to do that, again, people can Google and find out information about you, and you haven't cleaned up your Google profile or anything of that nature. It's not going to be hard to find you. It's not. And you want to make sure that you're using your sponsoring broker or the business address of your office on everything. All of your marketing materials, all of your business cards, whatever platforms you're on, point and direct everything back to that business address to keep your personal things safe and secure. I don't want you driving home until you are completely sure you're alone. And you're like, Lanora, come on, now you're doing too much. Okay. Well, you shared that you got this new bag. You just came back from Rome and touring Alaska and Hawaii and all these different places, and you just closed on this deal because you put the price of everything out there. You just closed on this deal that it was $1 million listing, and so somebody believes that you have some money, and they're not doing as well as you right now. So they're probably going to see what kind of car you drive, and then just kind of, because folks got time, and they can sit at the office and wait for you to come out or go from that last listing or showing appointment that you've been on. And now because your guard is down, because you're relaxed and you're heading home, they follow you home. And they may not necessarily stop with you. They may drive by. They may notice you go into your house or stop at a family member's house. And now they know your pattern or your habit of how you get to your home. Be sure that no one's following you. Make sure that you are cautious at all times and preventing yourself from becoming a target and a victim. You don't want unwanted visitors visiting you when you're not home, because now they broke into your home, and you don't want them safe. Be careful. These are just some tips that I wanted to share with you. It's not, top secret information, but you want to also be checking that you're being safe so that you can be safe for those that are in your home, at your place of business, that you're working with your clients, and that you're exhibiting and practicing these habits to make sure everyone around you are being safe as well. So again, September is Realtor Safety Month. start implementing and practicing on some different safety tips. Talk to members in your office, including your sponsoring broker, managing broker of your office, to find out what additional safety tips they have or recommend for you. Keep data safe. Make sure that you are practicing good safety habits with the information that your clients and customers are providing to you. Now, on behalf of the Realtors Real Estate School, you know we have classes coming up in the month of September as well. September 12th, we will have Zoom broker evening sessions, Zoom webinar classes starting on September 12th. Also, the morning of September 12th, we'll have broker in person or in the physical classroom sessions starting. And at the tail end of September, on September 26th, we'll be starting the evening version via Zoom of the residential leasing agent course. And then we also have, is that September 24th? That's starting. September 26th, we'll start a broker review. So if you need to have a one-day review class via Zoom before you schedule your broker licensing exam, join us for that broker review on September 26th. So I look forward to seeing you all again on the next episode of Office Hours with Lanora. Continue to be safe. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.